been 5 months, I think. I think it's been 5 months since I've streamed, okay? Give me a break. It's there. If you don't... Well, if you can't hear me, then you're not going to refresh, right? I'll have to type this message in, won't I? There we go. Refresh if you don't see it. The silence is deafening. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. Holy crap, you guys, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This is insane. Huh? One more time now. Here we go. I'm just playing Big Ambitions radio, basically, is all I'm doing here. Whatever the radio station is in Big Ambitions, I'm just turning it on and we're gonna vibe to that for today. Now I have this thing that I don't know if it will work because again I haven't streamed in 5 months, so for all I know this stuff, yeah, there it is. I've got a big screen television, a couple of speakers.
Mr. Scott's office supply store can bring the best out of your employees.
and all the ads that come with that radio station, apparently. And then, for some reason, the camera has decided it doesn't want to work now. Cool. This is what happens when you don't stream forever. Things get messed up. So let me just try and see what's going on here. What's going on, camera? Oh, I think I know what it is. You ready? It's right there. Right there. Got it. Holy shit. Hey, you know, so I'm usually there's like a little bit of nerves when you go live. A little bit, but overall it's not a big deal once you've done it a lot. And I've done it a lot. I've done it for, I don't know, I've been live. We did live streaming for like 7 years, man. But since I haven't done it in half a year, it's like my daughter's disrupted my ability to be consistent. Whew! All right, I gotta say hi to people here. I gotta scroll way up here. Congrats. Hi, Michael. Welcome in. Bluesy, good to see you. Caitlin, saw you earlier. Every time you see a little heart thing pop up, that's another person subscribing, supposedly. But we have had, I've tried to start the stream, like on the timing, and I've had, I want to say it's been close to maybe 20 of you have decided to unsubscribe so that you could be number 100,000. That's not how it works, but thanks for trying. I've seen so many, the number will go up, down, down, down. I had it drop 10. Like I had it drop 10 in a matter of minutes right before I started the stream. I'm like, okay, we were at 990. Now we're at 81. Goofballs. Whew. All right, I need to get that chat to be in a better position for me because this is what happens, man. I should have just stayed. I should have just stayed a live streamer, you know. Should have just kept doing that. Just never stopped. All right. I got to bring up my AMA stuff. If anyone has any questions, leave them in the chat. I will try to get to them. We'll start with the ones that were on the community tab because I feel like, you know, those guys have had some time to write them in and everything. Oh, well, I don't want to put that there, do I? Because you guys can see my entire display now, don't you? Hey, Harlequin, thanks so much. Appreciate you. General, welcome in. Good to see you. Miracle Tate, hi. Howdy. Sting. What game gave you the biggest bump in subs? I think IFZ and Manor Lords are definitely up there, but I remember Ixion having a lot too. Ixion did. I think the biggest one I've ever had as far as a sub jump though was Evil Genius 2. IFZ is very close behind, but Evil Genius has contributed close to 12,000 subs. Was Evil Genius alone. I don't think that'll ever be dethroned. It may be dethroned at some point, but it's like the champion of the cause right now. So it's a big deal. Ignore any alerts that might happen with big ambitions. We're just gonna let it play in the background for the music. Yeah. EG2 was pretty insane. It was, yeah. Other question I got is, are there any games you've played on your channel that you were initially skeptical of or not very interested in that you grew to enjoy? Might be hard to believe. Workers and Resources actually qualifies for that. Initially, when I first saw it, it was like, okay, it's a little slow paced, seems real complicated. Not sure I'm really interested in getting into that right now. And I actually kind of played around with myself back and forth in my head of, I think maybe now I'll try it. Nah, I'm just not into it. Nah. But like once I decided to put my foot down and say, I'm going to give this a solid go, it became one of my favorite city builders. So like it was totally worth it. I was on the fence and then it just became the thing. So that was great. That would be one. I think Kerbal might qualify in that realm. Like I was always interested in Kerbal, but it was another one of those games I was kind of intimidated to play it. Way back in the day, 2015, late 2015, early 2016, which was right before I started making videos. I discovered, Scott Manley and the major names that were playing that game, and it kind of brought me into having more interest in it then. So there was that too. Yeah. I like the songs. This game's got some good beats. And I have permission to play all of them. I love it. Rewatching the Scott Gordon playlist. Oh yeah. That was one of the more memorable ones. I honestly that was the sleeper for me. Like Prison Architect was supposed to be this extra thing I just wanted to do. Like whatever, I'll try it out. And it took off. It was really nice. And then the Scott Gordon thing just somehow accelerated it to new levels. Like it wasn't supposed to be, it was supposed to be a nice series. It wasn't supposed to be epic. And then Gordon made it epic. All right, I need to go through your, I want to get to all the questions. Mods, if I miss something that's a really good question, please leave it. Tag me in it so that I don't miss it. I want to say thank you to Caitlin for joining the Hat Hut. Appreciate you. Bluesy, welcome into the Hat Hut. We got Star Killer Sniper, welcome in, as well as Lucas Warren renewing for 31 months in the Hat House. Thank you so much, Lucas. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I am going to need to reposition this window again. Wow, I'm rusty. Here, we're going to put this over here. Or maybe I just put it on screen. You guys don't mind, right? We'll just put the chat right behind my head. You guys don't mind. It adds color. Makes it real easy for me to see it. All right, cool. I like it. Sup? Honestly, welcome in. All right, I need to scroll down. I'm going to find these questions. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them all. In the community tab, we said, it says, that's a big congratulations. I hope the numbers will keep going up and up. I joined watching your playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2. Beautiful game. One of my favorite series. And moved to Baldur's Gate 3. Awesome. Probably went to the second channel then. Yeah. There's a second channel, by the way. It's not updated very often. It's only when I have the time to do so. Are you planning to play any games like that, either revisit or new ones like Zori and War Tales, or play games like Nehobook's Dungeon Master in the series? So that's the second channel is it's a side thing. It's not that important to me. It's somewhere where I can play games that don't fit the genre of this channel, and I want to play more games. Nehobook's Dungeon Master, the Dungeon of Nehobook, I believe, is what the name of the game is called. It's the one with Amulet of Chaos, I think, is the extra part of that name. I want to play that. So that's like not scheduled, but it's up there, like the things I'm going to do on the second channel at some point. I still haven't played through Cyberpunk. I know it's like really old at this point and probably nobody will watch it, which is why it goes on the second channel if I do it. And basically all the RPG type stuff, all the things that are deep in story and things like that will go on that channel. I used to try them here, and I moved them over there, or I started to move them, like those types of projects over there, because when I play them here, it kills my other stuff here. And so ever since I moved them over there and said, screw it, we're doing it over there, this channel has been able to spread its wings a bit more. YouTube has distributed it around the internet just a little bit better. So if I see a project and I want to play it, but I don't think it'll do well here, I put it over there. So is it planned? Yeah, I just don't know when. I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry. Hope that answers the question. Remy, thanks for the congrats. Appreciate you. Dark Raven, welcome. Been watching for years, huh? Thanks. I appreciate you. Man, 8 years on May 1st will be the 8 years doing this. Yikes. That's a lot. That's a lot. Whew. I blame the not 100K yet on the game's bugs. I don't know. I mean, like, sub growth was slowing down with it anyway. There's this initial pop that happens, and then it just runs. And the whole ebb and flow of being a YouTuber, if you do this for any length of time, you'll know it does. This is your reality. Views way up, views come down. Views go up, views go down. Subs go up, subs come down, right? Or growth anyway. Hopefully subs never come down, but the growth of it goes down. It's an ebb and flow adventure. So, you know, when it first starts happening to you, when you first take off, you get this high, you get a bit of a rush. You're just like, I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to do it. And then when it comes back down, if you're inexperienced, you'll feel like, oh no, I'm failing. What's happening? Oh no, I'm messing up. But then after you do this for a few years, you go, that's doing pretty well. It's not going to last. And you just move on and you just do the best you can with what you got. But, sub growth was, I don't doubt that it would have kept going. Like, views would have been really good, right? Views would have kept going. But I think the sub growth was kind of starting to plateau there a little bit too already. So, but yeah, I definitely intend to play IFC again. Absolutely. It's still fun. I just want it to be fun for more than a few videos. And then I'll play it some more for sure. Definitely. What game gave you the biggest subs? All right, answered that already. Sorry, I scrolled up so that I don't miss anything. They need to toggle off vehicle damage. I think they need to. You know what I want for big ambitions, and I know because I'm a masochist. I want them to crank vehicle damage up by like 1,000%. Like when you go head on into another car, I don't want you to be able to drive away. All right, you have to get out of the car and walk now. You shouldn't have crashed your car. And not only that, okay, I want them to add insurance, which I think there was a conversation I had at one point with Jonas, DMs or whatever, a long time ago. Don't quote me on this because this might be completely inaccurate, but I think I remember really quick back and forth with him regarding like adding insurance to cars, and then like you can total your car and you have to replace it and your insurance rates go up. It may have been just in a dream. I may not have actually done that. It may have just been in my dreams. But I want that realism, you know? Only in certain things. Then other things not real. 995. Oh shit. It's gonna happen, guys. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to do this stream and have it roll over to 100K on air. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to do that. But it lined up with my daughter's nap time. I'm only able to do this right now because she's sleeping. It's nap time. And as soon as she wakes up, I have to leave. That's it. But she went down for a nap 20 minutes before I went live. So we're good, I think. She's been sleeping pretty well. I think we're good. She's not sleeping in the new bed, though. I wasn't able to finish it yesterday. It's like half constructed. I feel bad. So she's still in her old, definitely getting too small for her crib. For sure. What do you think about Prison Architect getting delayed till September? I think it's a wonderful idea. I can't tell you much more about it because I am under NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement in case you're not familiar with the lingo. I'm one of a test. I guess you can call me a tester or internal, whatever. I've been playing it and making content for it. I think it's probably pretty clear I've been playing it for a while. I've been making content for it on their official channels. But I am pleased with the decision. I think it needed it. That's all I can say. I can't say anymore. So any questions about PA2, I'm gonna have to say go to their official YouTube channel, just so I don't get in trouble. Because you know, if I accidentally said something, usually I could edit it out. Like, whoops, I didn't mean to say that, but this is live, so I'm just gonna stay away from PA2. Is EG2 still your most viewed? Yes, most viewed video on the channel. If you were to go to my channel page and view like most popular or whatever, you will see the first episode of Evil Genius 2. It has, last time I checked, it was getting up there near 700,000 views, somewhere around there. It's just crazy. I think it was in the mid 600,000s or something like that. So it's getting up there. Look at this, one more. Jeez, now watch, it's gonna drop. Now it'll probably happen. Boom, baby. There it is. Boom. Oh, and somebody was late. You guys were late. You're like, I was trying to time it. No. See, these are all the people. These right here. These are all the fools that unsubbed trying to time it, not realizing that there's a stream delay right there. Those are all the unsub and sub at the right time people. Uh-huh. Gotcha. The thing is, you have no idea which one of you it is. You're just like, I was the right one. No, I was the right one. No, you were all the right one. I turned it up. Thanks, guys. That's fun. I appreciate you. Yeah, look at all these little hearts popping in. It's great. I should probably move that. Here, let's move it. Let's move that to be right over my head. There it is. It'll cover up the head every time it does it. That's nice. Next stream is Silver Play Button unboxing. Man, I wish there was a next stream every day. I wish I could stream every day. And when my daughter starts school, or maybe when she goes full time, I think if I can get to the point, income wise, if I can get to the point, which by the way, all of you who have decided to hit the join button and become members, you're champions, you're my heroes. Thank you for doing that, because you are now paying for 30% of my monthly costs in daycare, which is a huge help. Channel members and patrons cover 30% of my daycare costs right now, and it is monumental help to getting me to make more content. So thank you so much. Like, the reason I can do daily videos is because of you guys. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Where are we at? I got to come up to, I'm trying to scroll down. All right. I see this. You see the color things? I'm going to get to you. I swear. I don't want to miss anything. I'm going to get to you though. I swear. Ping me with questions as well. Cool Man Fight. Thank you for the 31 months and the Hat Lair. What a champion. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Loves the game suggestions, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Stream Elements. Somebody ban the bot. They can't. It's a mod. Mods can't ban mods. I don't think they can anyway. If they can, then I guess that's pretty cool. Don't piss Bluesy off. You watch it, bots. He'll ban you. He did like 100 bans. I saw the audit log on Discord. I went to the audit log and I saw it was like 150 bans in a row. No exaggeration. It's a lot. And I'm going, all right, Bluesy had some fun. You getting rid of the bots there, buddy? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of fake spamming accounts. Yeah. Let's see. After having played Subnautica Permadeath, will you play Below Zero? Did I play Permadeath? I don't remember playing Permadeath. I know I did like hard. Maybe that was Permadeath. I want to play... to answer your question, Theta, I want to play Below Zero, but I've wanted to play Below Zero for like 2 years. There's a lot of games I want to play. It's whether I'll get to it or not. The problem is there's so much competition. Like, for my time, right? When you have such limited time, even I think for anyone really, like, nobody has infinite time, right? So like, there's a lot of competition. So there's cool games, and then there's cool games that are good for content right now. And when it meshes up, when it all comes together and connects, that's when it's wonderful. That's when it's the best. So I don't, when it fits. If I do it, probably second channel though, because it most likely won't fit here. Good to see you, Cool Man Fight. Thanks for coming by. Return to the late night ATS streams when? Yeah, when I can stream regularly. Definitely, yeah. Charlie, where's the 100K fedora? Oh, shit. Want me to get this dirty old thing? Here. This dirty thing. It's not even clean. Here you go. Bring back the fedora for 100K. There it is. Is my... Oh, that's green. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's real cool. Okay. So this thing on my shirt's green. That's fun. I got a hole in me. Awesome. There you go, Lucian. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate you for sure. Hat tip to Lucian Laplace. Charlie, you can amp damage for 100. Wait, you can't both amp up damage 100% for vehicles and also suck at driving. Hey, well, if you had damage at 100% of what it is now, if you ramped damage up, I would be a better driver. You know, consequences yield a change in behavior, I think. Yeah. Let's see what else I got here. Drug dealer simulator, I think. Wait, drug dealer simulator. I think I'd like to see what kind of crazy stepped on substances and concoctions you would make. I'll have to look into that. I think I've streamed it on Twitch like 4 years ago. It's an older game, right? I think I streamed it on Twitch like 4 or so years ago, and it was okay, but I don't know. Has it changed substantially? It didn't have a whole lot of content when I tried it out, so if it's changed substantially, maybe. I have to be careful though with playing games that like promote the actual, because that's a 3D environment, like a first person game making the drugs. You're literally doing that. And like, I kind of shy away from that because I know that families, you know, younger people watch my channel. So I try to stay family friendly as much as I can. I'm okay with games like Captain of Industry. Sorry, I was reading the Captain of Industry on the thing. I'm okay with games like Cartel Tycoon because it's a business simulator. It uses it as a topic, but it's only about product and distribution. It's not actually about the drugs themselves. It could be literally anything and still just a business simulator. I'm good with Weed Incorporated, which was like talking about the substance, but it doesn't actually show the actual mixing of it with your hands and stuff. So there's a line I try to play with, and you know, I don't know whether or not that one will cross the line. I'll have to take a look at it. I don't know whether it would cross the line or not. But yeah, I was looking at John's comment right above Cool Man's super chat where he's just like, Captain of Industry has a good update. Do you plan to make it soon? I have decided not to play Captain of Industry. I pushed that on the community tab. There's just too many games right now that are on my schedule, too many complicated things, and yeah, I'm just gonna let other channels have that. There's gonna be plenty of other channels that are covering that game they're good at it. They cover it well. Just gonna let them have it. There's no reason to compete with them. Right, I don't have a whole lot of time for something that's a really long, drawn out commitment right now. If Workers and Resources wasn't going on, I would probably have looked into it, but I have too much like in my head. I have limited space up here. Okay, I'm not the smartest guy. Limited space up here, so yeah. I'll let other people play that one for now. Figured I'd drop by and congratulate you. Hey, Tommy, raised the question. Aurora 4X, heard of it and tried it anytime. No idea what that is. 4X games are most likely not going to be played here, though. They take too long. The one exception to that would probably be Stellaris, only because I've really still wanted to try it for a while, and I have every DLC. Paradox is good people. Business practices aside, if you hate them or love them, but the people there are really good people, and they just one day just showed up and was like, hey, by the way, I heard on your stream that you were interested in Stellaris, so here's a key. And when I popped that key in, it gave me that and all those DLC, and I just kind of went, thanks, I'll try it. And I did, and I kind of know how to play it. And I'm not a super noob at it anymore. Kind of in the background, I've been trying to like play it out and stuff for the last couple months in my spare time. But Haven't jumped on it as far as content yet. Cool, man. Thank you for the whatever that is, 50 DKK. I appreciate you, man. Yes, nap time is great for my mental health. Definitely. Could you please do an ASMR video of workers and resources with calming music and following people's cars and helicopters and trains? I'll think about it. That's interesting. The sounds of the city kind of thing. Yeah, I'll think about it. That's all I got for you. I think so, yeah. Cool. All right, now there's gonna be a lot of congratulations. I appreciate you guys. This, like, seriously, hat tips to all of you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. It's this has been 8 years, almost 8 years in the making, almost 8 years of work to get this far. And when you start doing YouTube, when you start, if you know, so many people want to do this job. It's crazy. So many people want to just be a YouTuber for all sorts of different topics, and like something like 95%, like it's a ridiculously high number, a ridiculously high percentage of people, of channels, they don't even get past 100 subs, you know? Like it's, they work at it for a little bit, they try it out, they get discouraged when they don't see instant results and they leave, or they work, but they didn't refine their skills or something and it didn't work out for them, or they just didn't get as lucky as someone else. You know, that can happen too. You know, so many try, and it's really surreal to get to this, the 100,000 mark. In case anyone doesn't know the statistics on this, the 100,000 mark for subscribers is something that 0.3% of creators get. Like 0.3% of channels get this far. It's stupid low. And it took 8 years, and it has been a whole lot of work. You guys don't necessarily see it in the background, but there's a lot of scheduling, there's a lot of time management, and I was lucky enough. I was lucky in a couple ways. I was lucky because I already had a stable job that was entirely centered around, I need to hear the music, because I don't know if it's like talking. I need to, can I do this? I can't wear the hat and these headphones at the same time. Hang on. I got a solution to this. They're a little dirty. They're not clean. That's my problem with this right now. But if they work, they work. And they're also kind of broken. They're cheap. I got earbuds. They're just really cheap. So I don't know if they'll actually work. We'll find out.
City cars.
Nope, they don't work. I didn't think they would. I mean, that's why I stopped using them to begin with, because they don't work. So, and it's also very hot, so I'm gonna take this off now. I'm sorry, it's not comfortable anymore. Awesome. I don't remember where I was, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes, and it's been a lot of scheduling. You know, there's always sacrifices. Everything you do is a sacrifice. You have opportunity costs no matter what you do, right? And there's been times where very seldomly does my son want to do something with me and I tell him no because I want to work on videos. It happens, but it's very seldom. Most of it is sacrificing time that would be spent doing house chores, cleaning something, fixing things. And like, instead of doing it myself, I pay someone else to do it so I can make videos, like that kind of thing, right? Like mowing the lawn. I have somebody doing it today, actually. I don't even know if they might even be here right now. I could do it, but it's going to take me an hour and a half, and I'd rather work. I'd rather do this, because even if it costs me more to have him mow than the money I will make for the video I'm making, which is almost always the case, it's worth it to continue building something, build towards something. And then in 8 years, I've built towards something. So there's a lot of work involved, but if you stick with it and you're good at it, which I'm not saying I'm necessarily great at it, but if you're good at it, you can get there. It can happen. You just got to be diligent and, you know, work all the time. It's just a lot of work. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Fran X, thank you for the $20 or 20 pounds, whatever that is. I'm gonna try to find the conversion here. $21.28 super chat. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Congrats from the Netherlands. Man, where is everybody from? There's like people from all corners of the world. All corners of our wonderful flat earth. Charlie, what's your opinion on ducks? I think they're awesome. They stick together. You know? They fly straight. And they stick together. USA, all the way. When are you going to do Cartel Tycoon series? I've done it 3 times. I don't see a reason to do it again. Unless they have some big update. I usually only revisit games if they have substantially different... If it's a substantially different experience than the first time I played it. You can add a couple of characters. That's one of the reasons why I haven't played Evil Genius 2 again. Right? I have... Like, I just said that was like my most popular series and it drove the most subs and all that stuff. They've had lots of updates to that game, lots of DLC released, lots of stuff that happened. I'm not playing it again yet. I mean, I gave it a shot with a live stream because I wanted to go live, and at the time it was like still kind of popular, so I thought I could like leverage that and just keep it going. But it didn't work really well. But, you know, sometimes we try things and it doesn't work. Sometimes we try things and it's awesome. Sometimes I try something that I don't think will be very popular and it takes off like crazy. Like the cruise ship game. That was ridiculous. Like, Cruise Ship Manager. I didn't think it would be very popular, but it got way more views than I thought it would. like substantially more. Let me just look at this. Here's the channel. God, that looks awesome. That's sweet. Look at the playlist tab. Not playlist, videos. We'll just go videos and go popular. All right, so Evil Genius obviously here is 653,000 views. All right, but like, where's Cruise Ship Manager's got to be here very soon. Yeah, right there. 127K views on that first video. Like, okay, people liked it. I did not expect that. You know, people liked it. It has more views than the very first video I had on Big Ambitions. And that video here, the very first Big Ambitions, I had exclusive on this. Like, I posted that when no one else could. Cruise Ship Manager beat that. That's wild. The first episode of Season 4, Prison Architect. You know? My top 10 tips video for EG2. It performed better than the Farm Manager game. And that one was a surprise too. I was pretty surprised by that. So, yeah, there's been some awesome stuff. Awesome adventures, and there's even more coming. This is a big year because there's a lot of releases this year that are just right in my wheelhouse. I've been asked about Frostpunk 2, and all I keep saying is maybe. Mostly because I wanted to play the original Frostpunk when it was first released, and I couldn't get a key for it. And it was like I could pay for it, but with the plethora of other content that I got a hold of that I already had to go with, I chose not to buy the game to cover it because I already had other content to do. And Frostpunk might be the same way. That's one of those games where a lot of, well, shit. I guess that kind of includes me now, doesn't it? I was gonna say a lot of big channels are gonna be covering it, so I don't know if I can compete, but like, well, shit. I mean, that's kind of me now, isn't it? Shit. Can I still call myself a small channel? Can't, can I? Man, I've gone corporate. I'm gonna have to start selling out, putting ads in the middle of my videos, you know? Gonna have to start making catchy thumbnails of suggestive nature. No, I'm gonna stay just the same way I am. Doesn't change me. I'm gonna be just as snarky and just as probably just as annoying to a lot of OCD people. placing things in not straight lines most of the time. Stubbs says he can't stay. Well, you probably can't hear my response then, but I appreciate you, Stubbs. Just wanted to jump in and say congrats, dude. Hell of a guy, and pushed out some of the best content. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Means a great deal to me. You want to see ads where you shave your balls? No. No. It's crazy. Crazy. It's ridiculous. Who the hell is this guy? Have you played Weed Shop 3? No. What is that? I assume it's a game where you manage a weed shop, and probably the third one in a franchise. No, I haven't. I don't know what it is. Haven't heard of it. Brock B says he subbed during Sim Casino. That was a cool game. Love the content. Very well deserved. Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks. Yeah, the dev for Sim Casino is also a real cool person too. They were really cool to work with. Like the back and forth with them to like ask them certain questions and things was really helpful. They were really fast on responsiveness. Big Ambitions dev is really responsive too. Like really cool to work with too. We do another Farming Simulator 22. Oh, the farming game. Again, if games have substantially different, if it's substantially different from the first time I played it, then I consider playing it again. Yeah. You can't just add a couple buildings, add a tiny feature, or we added some skins. That doesn't get me to play it again. It has to be something where that series is definitively differentiated from the first time I played it, so that those series are actually different. That's how I want it anyway. Any future... Oh, Rural went there. You went there. Any future plans on Dyson Sphere program? That's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. The Dyson Sphere program is a game that is played to death. So many people have covered it. So many people have played it. And they're very knowledgeable about it. And it has a community of people who are really knowledgeable about it already. That's intimidating for someone like me to try to get into. It's like rough waters and trying to dip your toes in rough waters. I prefer calm seas. That said, though, I do have the game. I have booted it up a couple of times to try it. I believe it was sent to me by a longtime patron, Mike Takumi. I believe he sent it to me like 2 years ago or something to try out. And I never actually covered it in a video, but I've booted it up. I've given it a try to learn the ins and outs of it a little bit. But that's a game where I am not going to be playing it unless I know what I'm doing already. I can't do it blind. I can't do that one blind. It would be like me getting into Oxygen Not Included. It would be a terrible idea unless I know the game really well. Nobody wants to watch somebody learn the game. That's basically, that's the summary. Nobody wants to watch somebody learn the game. Or very few people want to watch somebody learn the game. That's one way to say it too. Have you ever heard of City of Gangsters? I have heard of it. Very similar to Empire of Sin, correct? Tried Empire of Sin. It's like an XCOM kind of thing. That would be a second channel thing too if I did. If it's similar to that, then it'd be like a second channel thing. Prohibition era Moonshine Business Simulator. Is it a business simulator that involves... I'll look into it. You'd be hired to Fedora Flicks with the hat. Yeah, that's why I had it. Yeah, that's why I started Fedora Flicks. Is always because of my hat. Almighty Niece, thanks for coming by. I'm glad you like workers and resources. It's one of my favorite games of all time, for sure. I mean, it's like the only game. Well, I mean, it's a game that has what is it like? Yeah, I'm recording episode 150. I've been trying to get 150 done for like the last 3 days. It's such a long episode. It needs to be condensed. It's a long episode for me that gets condensed into the same length of episode for you. That one's taking a long time. 149 goes publishes for you tomorrow, in case you're curious on that. 149 will be up for you tomorrow, but 150's been a work in progress for like a week. Yeah. You're lucky. Paradox games and DLC are expensive. Yep, they are. But I'm really only lucky. I'm only lucky, Theta, if I actually play it. I mean, otherwise it's not. I'm not that lucky if I don't play it. I gotta find out where the hell I was. Like, the chat keeps moving. I think it's because I'm going too slow. I'm really trying to get to you. Tell you what, I'm gonna try to get more current so that I can get conversations going. And if I missed your question, just leave it again, okay? But I'm gonna try to move along and get more current because I'm a bit behind. And I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit more because it's also, you know, lyrics and everything. So, what was the video series that really made an impact on your channel? Impact being what? Like, impact for views wise, pretty much anything that looks at, like, go to popular on the channel and just look at, you know, the most popular stuff. Impact in like content styles, Kerbal Space Program, 100%. Kerbal Space Program, the Conquering KSP series, is a really good way to see the evolution of a content creator. If you start at episode 1, that's the first Let's Play. Conquering KSP is my first Let's Play. May 1st, 2016. That was the start of me doing games on YouTube. And you can see how the pacing is. You can see how I go through things. How I talk way different now. I sound way different now. I have better equipment now, right? But as you go through that series, you will see sort of this evolution and shift in style that set me up for figuring out how people want to watch videos and then executing that and then trying to, you know, execute on a plan that's a bit more evolved. It also taught me, doing KSP also taught me that, how do I want to word this? It taught me how to drop things that don't work. Okay. When something's not working for any reason, or for some reasons or another, like if it's not fun anymore, drop it. Doesn't matter if it's popular. If it's not fun anymore, drop it. And there are certain games, I think this is the way I want to word it. KSP is the game that taught me that not every game is good for a video series. Not every game is good for a playlist. You can have something that is very fun, but doesn't work for video. And to focus my time on things that work for video and are fun at the same time, right? Good games that are fun to play that work for video too. And yeah, I think that I would say Kerbal Space Program made the biggest impact on my channel because it taught me lessons. So I learned from mistakes because of it. Yeah. What's the best base builder sim right now? Depends on what you mean by base. Like a base builder could mean a lot of things. City builder, I'm still going to say workers and resources is the best one in the game, or the best one in the world. But it's not for everyone, you know? That's not a game that's for everyone. So, you know, if that's not more your flavor, the first City Skylines. You know? Yeah. Or Banished. Don't forget Banished. Can't forget Banished. When are you going to do Cartel Tycoon? Yeah, again, same answer as before. It's if it gets something substantially different that changes how you play the game or changes something about it that's, you know, makes it differentiated from the last time I played it, then sure I will. But I've already played it 3 times. Yeah. Once I get 3 playlists on a game, I'm usually done with it. Again, unless there's something, you know, Prison Architect got 8 playlists out of me. So those DLC, that's the other thing that happens. Changes everything up. Cleared for transfer was huge. Right? It was a huge change to the game for me. The playlist guy asked, what's happening with Twitch? I have no idea. I've been off of Twitch for year and a half. Yeah. November 2022. Yeah, I think was the last time I streamed there. No idea. Every once in a while I'll watch people there, but it's really difficult to enjoy watching Twitch anymore because the ads are incredibly intrusive. Like, people complain about ads on YouTube, but I think the people who complain about ads on YouTube don't care at all to compare how the ad experience on YouTube is to all the other streaming services that there are. You know, let me rephrase that. All the other sustainable streaming services that there are. Because yeah, you could have it better at Kick, but that's sustained by gambling, so it's not the same. Totally different situation. But I think if you complain about ads on YouTube, you're discounting. You're not comparing apples to apples, really, because, like, case in point example, anytime you watch live television, you are going to have 1/3 of your time occupied by ads. 1/3 of your time is ads. If you watch something like Peacock, for example, as a streaming service, right? We're watching House MD. It's like my favorite show. I've seen it like a lot, but we're watching it again. Just something that I can put on the television that I enjoy, that I don't have to pay attention to because I've got a kid to pay attention to, my little girl to pay attention to. But I have something on the television so I can just like look over and remember, and, you know, something I like, but I don't have to really get into. There are 5 commercial breaks every episode. 4 or 5 commercial breaks every episode, and each break is between 60 and 90 seconds. Unskippable. Can't skip them. I mean, that's a lot. It's like 1/3 of my time, you know? YouTube at least has the ability to skip. You know, sometimes there's ads that are really long because you can make ads any length. You can, I could make a video that's an hour long, and I could just go into AdWords and say, I want to make an ad for this. And then that video, whatever it is, that's an ad now. But ads over a certain length are always skippable. So you can skip them if you want to. And then the other thing is that the ads like directly support content creators, you know, like me. This month has been a great month. This has been the best month my channel has ever had, income-wise. It's been the best month my channel has ever had. And a lot of that has to do with views, because you get paid for the views on ads, you know. But Twitch is very different than that, because you have to be incredibly large on Twitch to get any money from ads. So most of the ads that are played on that network are on really small channels that are not benefited by them at all. And they're unskippable and they're intrusive. And the worst part about it is you miss content. That's the difference too. You miss content. Like Peacock, I'm not missing anything. The episode will return exactly where it left off when the ad's done. You know, it's like a structured commercial break, right? That's what they're made for commercials. You're not missing anything. YouTube, same thing. It picks up right where you left off as soon as the ads are done. And the content creator makes money from that. You know, they can contribute towards better equipment, or in my case, daycare. And my kids are into swimming and soccer, and I think it's like $280 for my kid to play soccer. We just paid that bill. You know, we got strep throat the other day. We have like $400 in medical bills from that. Not the other day, like last month or so, we all had strep. It's like $400 in medical bills from that. Right, so that's the kind of stuff that I pay for with ad money, directly from ad money. But you don't miss, unless it's live streaming, which I don't play mid-rolls during my live streams. You'll never see a mid-roll ad here unless YouTube is doing it against my wishes, because I've specifically told them I don't want them on my live streams. So you'll never get a mid-roll here while I'm live. I have to put an asterisk on that, with the one exception being bathroom breaks. If I go take a bathroom break, or like the break screen is on, or there is nothing happening on screen, then mid rolls may play. I may do that. But you don't get that here. On Twitch, we have no control, which is why I left. I left Twitch because I felt like I had no control over what I wanted to do there. I felt like it was I was being limited by the platform, and I don't feel that way about YouTube. So I came here. That was a really long answer to that question. It's very in-depth answer. Yeah. Hope it finds you well. Wait, you just like bring up Twitch. Charlie will monologue for a half hour. Whoops. Sorry about that. Firewolf, good to see ya. Styx Annihilator, I remember you. Grats. 100K, thanks from Norway. Appreciate it. Do you remember Gunsmith? That was the first video I saw. I do remember Gunsmith, Marvin, and Gunsmith has had some substantial changes. Gunsmith was on my list of things that I wanted to cover again, because it's had some substantial changes from the first time I played it, and I really think it would be a good series. But unfortunately, right when I got the chance to, right about the time I was going to play it, Russia invaded Ukraine. And I didn't want to play a game that was all about arming nations, including Russia, during that time. So I just decided I wasn't going to play it. The dev actually reached out to me and was like, by the way, have you seen our game? It's been changed since lately. And I responded to them. I'm not going to show you the emails, but if they were in the chat for now, you can confirm. I doubt it. Like I flat out told him, it looks like awesome updates, dude. Congrats on your sales and everything. It's really cool. Unfortunately, though, I'm just not going to play any game that's about arming nations right now. It's just not a good thing to play. So I may look at it when there's... yeah, I may look at it later, but I got other stuff to play right now. Yeah. I'll watch you play Frostpunk 2. I appreciate that, Mooncake. All the people with hats next to their names, tip your hats to them. You guys are awesome. Thanks, members. I appreciate you. I don't know if you use Xbox Game Pass, but it's coming out there. Frostpunk is? Cool. I mean, I'll look at it. Again, it's one of those games where I'll probably put a video out on it and see how it does. You know, because it's Frostpunk 2. I've been following development on it. It's very different than Frostpunk 1 from what I understand. But there are a lot of channels that'll be covering that, and it'll be very competitive, which doesn't necessarily mean I won't cover it because it's competitive. It just means that if there's something that's like I can better position myself with, I would do that instead, which is kind of how IFC happened. Infection Free Zone was one of those situations where I had the choice between two games, and I chose Infection Free Zone because I saw an opportunity there. I saw that there was a gap and there wasn't a whole lot of coverage on it. So I made that instead of the other game, and it turned out really well. So like I try to position myself for growth, as long as I'm still having fun. You know, I will never play a game if I'm not having fun, but I would prefer to have fun with growth. So I try to find that balance every time. All right, I'm trying to catch up. I swear, there's just a lot of you. I appreciate you, really, I do. I see you. Remember sub during KSP Overhaul? Love the series. Yep. Charlie, can you do a poll for future games to cover? No, Jose, I won't. I won't. I've tried it over and over again, and it never goes well. Polls never work. They don't work. What happens is the incredibly small percentage of your viewer base that sees the poll will respond, and like 99% of the people that will watch the videos that you put out didn't even see the poll. So like it will show me a very small section of people's opinions without showing me the big picture. And a lot of times also the one that wins, especially if you have a poll with like 3 or 4 game options, the problem with a poll with 3 or 4 options is that usually the one that wins, the majority didn't vote for. I mean, think about it. You know, if I put out a poll with 4 games, the one that has the highest score, chances are the majority didn't vote for that one. So they're just flawed for trying to find content. I can put out polls for certain things that, like, for certain things that have nothing to do with like creating something new for my channel. I'll put polls out, but I've tried for years. Bluesy will, anyone who's been around the channel for a while knows I've done polls plenty. I've done plenty of polls in the past. They just don't work really well. I wish they did, but they don't. Kentucky had to go shopping. What'd you get? I'm asking a question thinking I'm going to see the answer. I want to see the answer, but I'm trying to get through all the stuff. How do you feel about playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts? I don't know what that is. Sounds like a warship game, like a World of Warships kind of thing. If it's like World of Warships, not quite my thing. I mean, I'm sure it's fun. There's tons of games that are fun, but it doesn't mean I'll play them for content. I have a niche and I'm sticking to it because it's working pretty much. It's not even my favorite niche. My favorite niche of game is RPG. I love characters and story development. I love all that stuff. I would love to play RPGs as my job, but it don't work. So I play something else, and I love the thing I'm playing too. Again, I won't play anything that's not fun, but I do things I'm good at. Not necessarily my favorite, but I like it still. Charlie, do you want to leak a bit of what we're planning to work on? Not the full thing, maybe a part of it as a teaser. You talk about the bot game? I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to like pigeonhole you. I didn't want to. I've done that before. I've announced things that weren't final and I got yelled at. And then I also announced things that I never told anyone else about before I announced them and I got yelled at. So I wasn't going to say anything. But if you want me to say something, I can give a broad thing of what we're focused on if you want to. If you want me to. That was one of those things where I feel like I need Bluesy's permission first. Congratulations, Charlie. You have big ambitions, pun intended. Thanks. When is the new episode of Big Ambitions? Okay. Anyone who has a question about when a video is coming out, anyone who ever has a question of when is this happening or when is that happening or are you doing this? You're going to play a video? Are you going to make videos on this? All of those questions, go to our Discord server. All of them. If that's your question, go to the Discord server. Look at content plans at the channel. Content plans. It's a big, transparent way of me showing you exactly what I'm working on, what's already been done, what videos are already produced, already recorded, already uploaded, etc. All that stuff's right there. And that'll share it with you. That doesn't necessarily tell you when the next episode is releasing. It's not going to say, oh, that's going to be tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. It doesn't tell you that. But it tells you what's done already or what's being worked on, the progress on things. And that can give you an idea of whether or not that's close or not. It gives you an idea of whether or not it's close to coming out for you. And if you're a member... if you're at the $5 tier member or you're a patron at the $5 tier or higher, you guys get videos as soon as they're made. Like you already have up to Big Ambitions number 10. So if you're a member and you're just like, when's the next Big Ambitions coming? I know the one who asked the question isn't, but if you're a member and you're wondering when it's coming out, just get on Discord. You have up until episode 10 already done. They're right there for you. So, yeah. It's a perk I've had available for years. Wii Shop 3 is kind of like a business sim. You start off with nothing and have to make it to the big leagues. Rivals, thieves, etc. Spider infestations that hurt your quality of yields. Interesting. Okay, I'll look into it. It's kind of a... The subject matter is not something that I shy away from. It's just something I have to be careful of. It depends on how it's presented. If it's presented like a business sim, then I'll definitely interested. If it focuses more on the creation of the product than it does the business side of it, then I tend to stay away from it a little bit more. Mary says we should troll him by unsubscribing 25. If you can coordinate, seriously, if you can coordinate 32 people to unsubscribe all at once, like I'll give you a game. If you can somehow coordinate that, then okay. But then you just have to resubscribe. I don't want to lose it. I like where I am. I don't want to lose it. Don't unsubscribe. Never unsubscribe. Hi, Farden says, congrats. I've been a big fan of your Divinity Original 2 series with Robot. Watched it 3 times completely, so entertaining. Have you seen Baldur's Gate 3? Second channel. There's a link on the channel page. There's a second channel. We played through all of Baldur's Gate 3 too, together, me and Robo. This is also a really cool adventure. Check it out. There's like 100+ episodes of that too. I think anyway. Is anyone still subscribed to your Twitch? Yeah, I've got, let me see. I think 5 or 6. I can check. There's like, I think there's like 6 people still subscribed. 10. I said I still have 10 subscribers on Twitch. I guess my emotes are cool. Or it's like, or they're like Doofy, where it's, he just says he'll never unsubscribe. There's been a couple times where I've wanted to return to Twitch. There's been a couple times where I thought I was going to do that because the community's different there, you know? There's just a different vibe there. Here on YouTube, there's a lot of competition. You know, like it feels more competitive here than it does at Twitch. When in reality, it's kind of competitive in both places, maybe even more so at Twitch. But Twitch has more of a streamers helping other streamers vibe to it. YouTube has a creators trying to figure out how to position themselves ahead of other creators vibe to it. For the most part. That's how I've seen it. Now, I'm sure there are some markets and some niches where collaborations are rampant. I know the science and education channels are very much that way, where they definitely collaborate with each other all the time. They work really well together. They promote each other's stuff. And that's a big thing. I see that less in like Let's Play type channels. It's there. Certainly there are creators that do that, and I call out and name drop creators all the time that have really good content for games that are in my niche and around too. But I feel like there is a different culture at Twitch that I don't know how to word it to be correct. So that's the problem. Like it's mostly a feeling, I guess. I don't have like evidence of this. It's mostly just a feeling. That way. So like don't think I'm saying something that's real here. This is all just my feelings on the matter there. But yeah, YouTube's been really good to me, and I've enjoyed putting a lot of time into here. I really need to get I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. You guys are awesome. I'm so far behind. I really want to get to you. Look, you can see the chat behind me. I'm looking for things I can do here. If you have a question for the AMA, please tag me, because do you see what it does here? It highlights it. If you have a question for the AMA, just tag it so I can see it. Hey, Amy says, I pay monthly here on YouTube to not get the ads, so it's worth it to me. I don't pull up Twitch anymore because I don't have the money for each streamer. Yes. And if you pay for premium, you are awesome, because YouTube Premium is insanely good for us too. If you watch our content and you subscribe to YouTube Premium, it's not just good for you, it's good for us as well. Because we are paid for you watching our content as if you watched 100% of the ads on that video every single time. It's similar to that. It's not like the actual math for it. It's actually beyond that. Because a percentage of your monthly YouTube Premium money that you're giving to YouTube, a percentage of that money goes directly to the content creators that you watch in proportion to how much you watch them. All right. So in other words, you're not just giving that money to YouTube. You're giving that money to YouTube, and then YouTube is sharing some of it with all the creators that you watch. And that money that they're sharing equates to hundreds of ad impressions for that one viewer. So like if everybody had premium, our incomes would quadruple, right? Like so it's very good. A premium viewer financially has nothing to do with you personally, okay? a premium view for YouTube Premium is worth like 100 non-premium views who are watching and skipping ads and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's huge. So yeah, thank you for YouTube Premium people too. And then you have a better experience. Can you still... Whoops. Why am I highlighting everything? Playlist guy says, can you still sub and support you on there? On Twitch? Yeah. Yeah, and you can use your Prime subs and stuff too. Like, don't give me your money. Give me Amazon's money. You know? Like, might as well use your Prime subs on me. It's cool. You get a special role. You get VIP access to the Discord, all the same. The only thing you don't get is early access to videos on YouTube. That's the only thing you don't get. Everything else you get. And then you get all my emotes and stuff over there too. So, yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working through it. Should scrap the pre-rolls. Twitch should scrap pre-rolls and allow the streamer to initiate the ads when they're going to the bathroom, for instance. They do, Kaiser. You as a streamer on Twitch, you can manually play an ad, and if you manually play your ads, the pre-rolls are disabled for a set amount of time. So if you were to play mid-rolls manually all the time, no one would ever get pre-rolls. And some streamers do that. I just prefer not to. I love it here because there's no ads for you while you're watching. There's maybe an ad when you start because I have monetization on a channel-wide basis, so it's there. But I specifically tell YouTube I do not want ads to play during my live stream unless I hit the button. So there's a manual ad start button on my dashboard. And if I don't click it, you don't see a mid-roll ad. So I like that better because I don't want people to miss things. Especially like conversations like this, I don't want people to miss things. So, yeah. I'm trying to get to it. I'm almost there. No, I'm not. I have a ways to go. God damn it. I'm working on it. Skeleton Knight found the channel through Paraspera. Another cool game. I think that's changed also pretty much since I've last done it too. Yeah. Manor Lord's going to be a hit. Manor Lords is going to be one of the most successful projects ever done by it probably will be the, I guess with the exception of RimWorld, right? I'm just going to leave it with one of the, this ads, man. I have ads inside the game. Radio too. Manor Lords is going to be one of the most successful indie projects ever. There are 3 million wish lists for that game. It's insane. And if you want to, totally don't have to. Totally optional. But if you're planning to buy Manor Lords, you can check the game out on my game store, nexus.gg/Charlie. It's linked in the community tab and Discord and all that stuff too. If you buy the game there, you directly support me while getting the exact same Steam key that you would normally get for the same price that you're going to get it at Steam. So, yeah. It's cool that way. The devs, the dev and the publisher, Hooded Horse, have worked that deal on their terms. So it's not like it's stealing any money from them. This is what they want to do. They picked it. I didn't do anything. It's on my game store. You can buy it there if you want to, and that directly supports me, my family, etc. To make more videos and everything. If you decide to buy it there, or you can buy it on Steam. It will be literally, with the exception of that one extra step of having to import it into Steam as a key. With the exception of that one extra step, it'll be identical experience for you. You'll get all the updates. It'll be in your Steam library. It'll be as if you bought it on Steam, basically. Yeah, Bluesy's got a link for you right there. Steve! 53 months in the hat layer. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Super cool, dude. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna get there. God, I want to get to the bottom of this chat. Stop talking. No, because if you stop talking, then eventually it'll get to the end and I'll be like, well, shit, now I have to come up with my own things to say. Oh, you build ships in your battles? So not really like World of Warships, but like, okay, I'll take a look at it, Caitlin. You guys can also feel free to link me games too. Like, I know. Okay, so you can't link me games because you're in Discord. You need to be level 5 before you can do links. But anyone who has level 5, it takes like an hour of chatting in our Discord to get to level 5. You can always link me, you know, games on Steam if you want to, or suggest them. You know, there's a games forum on our Discord. You could just make a new post. Follow the template, please. But you can make a new post and, you know, suggest games there too. I take a look at that periodically to see new ideas too. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just want to say congratulations on 100K. Hey, Penguino Star. Not sure if this question was whoops. Oh. Not sure if this question was answered, but where do you see or where do you want to take this channel next? I guess I like a growth plan. Oh, honestly, I've never had a growth plan other than just trying to be financially stable and make it a full-time job. That's my growth plan. It's not this extreme thing. I'm using 100,000 as a way of celebrating. It's just an arbitrary milestone that in the head, right? Like there's practically no difference between 99,999 and 100,000. There's not really a difference there. But psychologically, that extra number hitting that 100K mark, it's got like a psychological effect, right? But like after that, what's the next psychological effect? I don't know, 200K, 300, like all the 100Ks, right? Until 1 million, and get the gold play button. So there's my goal, 1 million. I just want to have fun and be able to support my family at the same time of having fun. That's it. That's a really simple goal. I would really like to catch my wife. My wife makes more money than I do. So I've been telling her for years, I'd really just like to catch up to you. And she's like, well, I look forward to you trying. Not there yet. Not there yet. Got a little bit to go yet. But if we have more months like this, then I'm a lot closer to catching her. Because like I said, this has been an amazing month for me, channel-wise. But as far as my growth plan goes, I just want to make cool things that people want to watch and have fun doing it. And if you do that, as simple as it sounds, people will come and watch. You know? If you build it, they will come. There you go. Aaron says I should live stream Manor Lords. Content is entertaining. I'd love to live stream all sorts of games. I can't do it consistently. You can do it like in a big thing like this because it, you know, it's like a one-off kind of thing. People can come in, hang out, enjoy it, whatever. But like to do it consistently and have people integrate it as a part of their schedule, it's hard to do that. You know, videos are way easier because you can watch them on your schedule. You don't have to change anything about your natural behavior to find and watch the content. But live streams are different in that I have to be doing it at the same time you are watching it. And so in order to have that be successful, it has to be consistent. And I don't have the ability to be consistent right now. Not until my daughter's in daycare full time. Right now, we only send her there 2 days a week. So we send her there 2 days a week. And every once in a while, a third day. Like last week, I did a third day because I really wanted to get a lot of content prepped, knowing that I can't make anything Saturday, Sunday, not today either. And then tomorrow is she goes to daycare, so I can work tomorrow. The Spookzo, I appreciate you. Thanks for the question, and also thanks for joining the Hat House. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to get there. I'm probably not going to get there. I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to have to skip down just a little bit. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. Repeat it if I missed it. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I really wish I knew how to pronounce your name. Farfidnun? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. God, that sounds terrible. 405. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That's insane. Thank you for that support. Wow. Very cool. Humbled. That puts us over 100 members. That's incredible. Thank you so much. 100 members is very cool. Saptor likes. Is that how you say that? Sorry. Thanks for joining the Hat House. Stecken. I'm so bad. I hate myself right now. Thanks for joining the Hat Hut. Appreciate you. Hey, Kaio. How are you doing today? Congrats on hitting 100,000 subs. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing really well. It feels good. Seeing that come across hurt your eyes. Wait. What hurt your eyes? Wait, what hurt your eyes? Shit. I wasn't looking at my stream, so if something's over my face, I'm sorry. Like on the alert. I know it's nothing on my face now, but like if something was on my face during the alert, I'm sorry. Playlist guy, have a good day. Where's the silver YouTube frame? So the play button, from my understanding, the YouTube play button, it's not going to be available to me right away. I think it takes a few days for the system kind of refresh and update or whatever. And then there should be a button in my dashboard, if I understand it correctly. A button in my dashboard that I can click to apply for it. And then there's a review process to observe it, to like validate and confirm it. I think they want to make sure I'm not like, you know, botting or something to get it. And then once that's approved, then there's a couple of weeks for them to send it out. I think so. Like I should have it in like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't actually know how it works, but it doesn't happen very fast as far as I know. Could be wrong. Never experienced it before. This is all new territory for me. So yeah, cool. Firewolf asks, how are the kiddos? They're fantastic. They're just as smart as they were before, but now they're just sassy. Now they have opinions. Yeah. I really enjoyed your Weedcraft gameplay series. Any plans to play it again or something similar? No plans to return to Weedcraft. I don't think it's had any updates. I think the development's been done on that for a while. As far as something similar, I don't have anything in my head. I'll keep my eyes open. Apparently, there's that other business simulator that was just talked about before. So maybe that will be something. Maybe that'll be in there. John Taylor, thanks for the congrats. Appreciate you coming by. I won't buy it until I see the final version. I think the replayability is low. Are you referring to Manor Lords? Maybe. You know, I can see that. I can see it. Replayability being low. I think if they add extra maps and like extra enemies, if they add multiplayer, it'll take that game to a whole new level, which is a really low thing on their priority list. And if it's even on there at all, it'll be a low thing, which is good. I don't like it. Opinion, right? I don't like it when developers focus multiplayer before their core game is worked out. Not every game needs multiplayer. Like Prison Architect, I've never thought Prison Architect needed multiplayer, but so many people like it, or so many people want it. I've never thought it needed it, but that's just my opinion. You know, that's the nature of it. Everybody's got their own, and you know, cool. Website is down. How about the Manor Lords website? Oh, are you talking about the Nexus? No, the Nexus isn't down, is it? Hang on. Is Nexus really down? Wow. Yeah, Nexus is just white paged. All right. Well, all right then. Look at that. You guys crashed it. Did you guys crash my Nexus? No, it's not me. I'm not big enough for that to happen. Your logo and big ambitions should include your channel logo. I mean, my channel logo is my face. That's been my hardest thing. Like, if I had to go back and do it over again, I would have designed my branding for my channel to be a bit more merch friendly. Put it that way. It's not a logo that people want to wear. It's my face. I would have designed my stuff to be a bit more merch friendly. So I don't know how I can sell merch. You might see some merch underneath my videos sometimes. That was my attempt at making merch. I paid for some of the designs. The prison architect design, for example, it's the dude in the fedora with like, you know, his hands in front of him and the handcuffs, and he's in orange. Like I paid like $300 for an artist to design that, and we put it on merch and stuff. But other than that, all the merch in my store is just like me dinking around with Photoshop trying to get something to work. So I thought about like really diving in and like leveraging the puzzle pieces. And I was gonna have a shirt that was all jigsaw puzzle, and it was like you could walk around with like a shirt that was a puzzle. I just never got into it. So yeah, I don't know about my channel logo being in Big Ambitions, but I am taking submissions though. People, I've gotten a few people already that have sent me art for Fast and Fresh. So we'll see. I can't use everybody's stuff, right? It's not possible to use everybody's art. So like I usually just take all the submissions and I just make a decision on which one I like the most, and that's just kind of how it goes. I don't know how else to do it. I hate the idea of someone working on something and then me not using it, but this is the nature of the beast where I push videos out to thousands of people, and then I have like, you know, at this point like 6 different people sending me designs for it. I don't know which one I'm going to use. We'll see. I'm leaving time for everyone to like refine their stuff, and then I'm just going to make a decision and go with it. But yeah, if you want to make art, if you want to make a design for like my businesses and stuff and Big Ambitions, go for it. You know, I'm going to have plenty of businesses. They're probably going to be like 20 or so to make art for. So if you don't get it for one, don't fret. Try a different one. You know, I'll use different people's stuff. Even if you're like a professional graphic designer or something, and you're making just like the sickest designs for all these businesses, I'm still going to use something from all sorts of people, right? I'm going to try to spread it around. I'm not going to like favor one person or anything. I just want really cool things from a lot of people. John Taylor, thanks for joining the Hat Hut. I appreciate you. Thanks for the support. Did I get to the end yet? God, I got to be getting close. I feel like I'm getting there. Are there any ideas for Helldiver 2? No, I have no intention of playing Helldiver. That's somebody else's niche. They can do it. Congrats, dude. Been watching your videos since the first Workers and Resources series. Stan the Man. I want my name to look like Stan the Man. See that whole verified thing? That's what I'm looking forward to the most. That's what I need it to be. I want my name to stand out with a check mark next to it like it is on Twitch. Makes me feel important. Shelly just takes the time to answer each question. I'm trying so hard. I really am. If I missed your question, just repeat it, because I'm working my way towards the bottom. I'm almost there. Can you see a path where Manor surpasses Workers and Resources as the best city builder? No. No. I don't. Sorry. The scale just isn't there. The scale isn't there. Yeah, that would be if this developer takes his millions of dollars, his tens of millions of dollars that he's going to make from the orders on this thing in like next week or something, whenever it comes out. Or maybe it's even, yeah, I think it's next week, right? Or end of this week. If this developer takes his tens of millions of dollars that he's going to make from this, and he hires a bunch of people to help him develop it, there might be a path to that. But as a solo developer, no, I don't see it happening. It's just the depth isn't there for it, which is fine. Like, best is such a subjective thing. The idea that something is better than something else is so subjective that, like, I have my criteria for what makes Workers and Resources the best city builder, but that criteria, some of those things may not be important to you. You know, just like time period itself may be a factor. Maybe you're just really into the medieval era. That's a factor. Maybe the idea, the fact that Workers and Resources does not have combat or anything military at all, and Manor Lords has a core game mechanic that's centered around battles, that could be a differentiator, you know, for you. So, you know, maybe you're just like really you know, politically against the whole planned economy thing, and you just don't want to play a game that even has that in its environment, that could be a factor for you. So it's a really subjective thing, but I think when it comes to like the actual depth of the simulation of a city builder, Workers and Resources is the champion, and I don't see it being dethroned by Manor Lords, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, I can't scroll down anymore. That means I've reached the end. Well, I mean, almost. That means I can actually we can have back and forths now. So excited. I should have a graphic designer for that. I should have a graphic designer for what? For what? The graphic designer costs money. And I'm cheap. I don't like paying for things. I don't like paying for anything that I can do myself, even if they can do it better. Unless they do it substantially better and I can see a return on my investment. My logo is an investment. My branding is an investment. So I'm willing to, like, say, for that merch stuff, I was willing to do that. I was willing to pay somebody for that. My logo cost me like $800. Like, it was designed by the face logo with the Charlie and everything, like that channel logo. Not this. This is just a picture taken out in a parking lot in Grand Rapids like 15 years ago. The channel art, the thing that you see on thumbnails, the thing that pops in your face, boom, Charlie, and at the front of every video. The same person that did all of the artwork for Total Biscuit did that logo. I hired Total Biscuit's guy to do that logo for me a long time ago. I don't even know if he does art anymore. It's been so long. God, it's been a long time. Yeah. You need to name your headquarters Hey Char. If I did that, then I'd have to have new art for it. I like Char Inc. Char Inc.'s cool. Yeah. Would you be willing to play a game? All right. Would you be willing to play that new Dune Jihad game? It's third person. I have no idea what that is. The fact that Jihad is in the name, though, probably not. Or at least that's if it's in the description, probably not. Oh. I mean, I'm pretty resilient to like themes in games. You know, like I don't. How do I word this? These are one of those things where I could easily word it on video, but on live it's like now, right? I'm pretty open and casual about stuff that happens in video games, and open to playing things that I would never support in real life, but it's in a video game, so it's fine, right? I'm open to that. I'm casual about that kind of thing. But I have a hard time executing actions in those games that I have moral problems with in real life. You know what I mean? Like it's like playing the bad guy in a video game is difficult for me. I'm always playing the Paragon role, right? Like I can have a challenge role or a challenge run where I play the bad guy, but like if the game is wanting me to torture somebody, like Grand Theft Auto has one of those scenes, right? I think, right? Grand Theft Auto 4, I think has, or 5. I think 5 did it. Maybe they both did. I don't know. Has the scene where you like have to torture some guy to get information and stuff. Like I'll do it in a game, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time, you know, really enjoying that particular part of the game. So if the game is about that kind of stuff, you know, like I'm not going to play a game where I have to behead people who are bad to me. All right. I'm not going to do that kind of thing. I'm not opposed to the game existing. By all means, existed. There's a market for it, but I don't have to play it. I have other choices, right? So yeah, with a law firm and big ambitions, when it's like 30% needed is worth opening or just wait. I have no idea. They've all been rebalanced. All the different businesses and stuff have been completely rebalanced since the last time I played it. So like I have an in-depth familiarity with all the mechanics of the game, how all the controls work and everything, and how to do certain things and build certain things. But the actual like balance of individual jobs and stuff, it's all been updated. I don't know it. You missed some small things from me, like my permission for the small teaser. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that you gave me that permission. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you gave me permission then. Oh, the Discord game channel doesn't need level 5 for post. Okay, good. So if you have a game suggestion, just follow the format. You can go to our Discord, and then you'll see we have games in the channel list, and it's a forum basically. You just make a post, and you can just follow the format, please. Is all we ask. You can make game suggestions there if you want to, and have conversations about games that you like there. It's really helpful because it also I look at that channel and I get ideas from that sometimes too. Stan says, you won the verified badge. Talking from experience, now the real work begins. Dude, that's how I felt about making partner at Twitch. That's how I felt, because when here's how it works on Twitch, okay? Yeah, and I don't know if it's like this for everyone. So again, this is my own personal experience with it, but here how it works at Twitch. You work your ass off for almost nothing. You reach this stage where growth is looking good. You've formulated this community. Things are fun. Things are growing. Things are smooth. And you start working your way towards that partner, and you can taste it, and you get more hungry, and you have this goal, and your community backs behind you like it's a big group effort to get you over that line, and everyone's just so excited about you getting there, and it's like, you can do it, and they're motivated to come out and be with you for that moment, and then you get it. And everyone cheers, yay! Now what? It's like a dog chasing a car. I don't know what to do if I caught it, right? And then it's like, oh, okay, so cool goals, bro. So what now? And that's when the real work begins. How to maintain it, how to keep it, how to push yourself when there's no more platform goal in front of you. It's just your own goals, right? How to push yourself at that point. And that's where it's really difficult. It's like you have to you gotta buckle down in there, you know? So I understand that. I understand where the real work begins. But to be fair, for me anyway, on my side of it, I'm limited by family time, not by work time. No, vice versa. Strike that, reverse it. I'm limited by work time. So I'm already pushing as hard as I can work-wise. And all I need is more time for work, and then it just opens up. You know, like my bottleneck is time. So as soon as I get the time, everything just can flood up, and it'll be fine. It'll be good. Yeah. So like what Penguin said, what's the plan for the channel now that you hit the big 100K? I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. 100K has never been like this milestone that I've cared about until it was right in front of me. And then I cared about it. You know, like I've never cared about 100K. It doesn't matter. You know, silver play button sounds good, but I've mostly just am looking for that growth in viewership, not so much subs. And then when it became like right there, that's when I started caring about it. And now that it's gone, or now that I've hit it, you know, it's like, yeah, I can feel validated internally. I can feel validated like I'm doing something that's working, right? But like once it passes and we're at 101, 102, 103, it's gonna go right back to the old way where I'm just looking for how to continuously grow a really vibrant, a really good community of people who like what I do, and you know, I just want to keep having fun making cool content for you guys. That's it. That's my plan. Just keep doing what I'm doing. I know it sounds anticlimactic. It's not revolutionary, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Greetings from Holland. Hey, Rob. Loved your rail route videos. That was a sleeper. I didn't anticipate having as much fun with that as I thought I would. That's a really weird way of saying that. I had more fun with that than I thought I would. And if I'm being honest, that's one of those situations that are pretty rare where I wasn't really going to play that game. But the dev, they wanted to sponsor a video. They reached out and sponsored a video. So, you know, I got paid to play it. And upon playing it, having that, it kind of triggered some interest. And so I wanted to make a series on it. So that doesn't happen for super often. But every once in a while, yeah, I'll get sponsored for a project, and that will take me into actually trying that out. Skyhaven, tried it a long time ago. It just didn't work. Like, the game's fine. It just didn't work for content. So, yeah. Play Call of Dragons. I don't know what that is. But I don't play anything because someone says play it. Like, I never play something just because someone else says play it. If you have an idea, if you have a recommendation, like I said, go to our Discord. The link is not in the description of this video because this is just an impromptu stream that I didn't plan ahead on. But it's on the channel. It's all over. It's in the description of every single video on this channel. That's not this one, I guess, or pretty much every video. You know, Bluesy's left it in the chat a couple of times, I think. You go there, and then in the games forum, you can leave a post that has your game suggestions and things you can talk about there. But yeah, Jazz was here as well. Hey Jazz, how you doing? We'll be playing City Skylines 2 anytime soon. I quite enjoy City Skylines 2 despite all the negative reviews. You still build unique cities. So I'm in that camp where I think City Skylines 2 is fine. I don't think it's great. I think it's fine. And I did play it already. But it kind of I just kind of played out for me. You know, like it's only fine. And it didn't really capture me enough to beat out the other games that I had to play. If I didn't
can bring the best out of your employees with our state-of-the-art office furniture.
It's an ad for Mr. Scott's office furniture. If I didn't have other games to play, you know, if I was like fishing for content or something, I might go for City Skylines 2. But I have other stuff to play, so I don't plan on playing it right now. No. You play Hearts of Iron 4? I will not. No. That one I can tell you definitely I won't play. The other day, a dog chicken wing cut his tail and just looked at me. His mom like, what do I do now? Yeah, exactly. So the project, all right, that we're trying to do, Bluesy's kind of taking the lead on this, and because he's, you know, developing it. Very small teaser. Prison Architect 2 is coming out in September, we think. Unless it gets delayed again. We'll see. From my own internal communique, I can't actually tell you whether it is going to get delayed again or not. I'm happy that they delayed it again, though. It's not full release ready. Okay. So I'm glad that they did that. It was a lot of pressure to do that. Thankfully, they listened this time. We're making a game, a Discord game. I guess this would be a good way to describe it. I guess it's a game through our Discord that will allow you guys to be prisoners in a prison through Discord, and interact with each other in a variety of different ways. That's as broad as I can go. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe Bluesy, maybe you can describe it a bit better if you want to. By all means, describe it how you want, because I'm trying not to make claims we can't back up, and that's as broad as I can go. But yeah, you'll be able to choose a gang to be part of, that kind of thing, right? Work together with other members of your gang, that kind of thing. And yeah, so it's sort of like our own version of a Discord community prison architect, in a way, I guess. Our Discord community gang war. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without spoiling, or without making statements that we can't back up later. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah. If you want to ask Bluesy questions, you can ask him questions. You can do that on Discord as well. He can talk to you there too. But that's what we're working on. It's a very slow moving thing because I'm just too damn busy. But I really need to buckle down. I really need to buckle down and not be too busy for this, because I every time I think about this project, it makes me very happy. It makes me very excited. And then my unofficial ADHD kicks in and I go, ooh, look over there. And I just go for something else. So yeah, I would hope. I don't know if that's the best explanation, but that's what we're working on. All right, there you go. Martin Broch, thanks for being here. Or Brock, maybe Brock. Happy you're like the vids. Happy you're like the vids. It's that kind of day. I've lost the ability to speak now. English is hard. Are you gonna play something today or tonight? You mean on stream? No. This is the stream, and we're almost gonna wrap up here. This is just a big old party AMA chat with Charlie kind of session for us getting over 100,000. I'm really happy about it. Onwards to the next 100,000. Hopefully it doesn't take another 8 years to happen, but who knows? If it does, it'll at least be a fun 8 years. Yeah. Charlie, what's your favorite game? Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I've been asked that before too, and I never have a good answer for it. It really just depends on genre. You have to break it down by genre, because I can't give you a definitive favorite game. Like, a lot of people have a favorite game. They play that game like all the time because it's their favorite. I play so many different things as just the nature of content creation. I play so many different things all the time that my favorite is a moving target. You know, like favorite thing I'm playing now versus favorite thing I played last year, or favorite thing I played the year before. It's a moving target. So I don't know. Favorite thing I played when I was growing up, you know? Like, I was a big Fable fan for a while. You know, the Xbox, original Xbox, Fable. That was a big thing, you know? Then I got a PlayStation 2. And, you know, Mass Effect was my big thing. As far as stories go, and I've played through the entire Mass Effect trilogy 8 times. Not exaggeration. I'm not an expert on Mass Effect, but I'm damn close on that universe. So there's that. But like city builders and stuff, you know, depends on everything, you know? Like, I like Workers and Resources. I enjoyed City Skylines. I enjoyed SimCity back in the day. You know? Favorite post-apocalyptic builder. I like Endzone. I think Endzone's awesome. Surviving Aftermath is pretty cool. I usually play the games that I enjoy. I've made videos on them already, you know? You know, I enjoy open world type, you know, MMOs, right? Like, I played MMOs for a while too. I don't do that much anymore. I don't have the time for it. MMOs are a young man's game. No, MMOs are a person who has free time's game, because only people who have free time will be able to build themselves up and be any good at them. But back in the day when I had such free time, you know, I had a very short stint with World of Warcraft. Very short. Like, free trial short. Never paid for it. I played RuneScape for about 5 years. A while back. I still know my login. It's ingrained in my memory. I can't forget it. I still know my username and password, and I haven't logged into that game in like 3 years. So if I logged in today, MageMan 19 would just be right where I left him, probably. Yeah, that's a thing. Welcome back to being 14. 15 years old, playing MageMan 19. There it is. That's a callback. It is. Yeah. I played that a lot when I was a kid. And a young adult. I mean, I played that in my... I was still playing RuneScape when I was a freshman in college. Yeah. I played my sophomore year. Freshman and sophomore year, I also got into another MMO called Conquer Online. It's like some Chinese game that I thought was a lot of fun, but it became quite clear that it's definitely pay to win. And, well, I mean, I put some money into it. I was winning for a little bit, but I had free time and I didn't have any I was stupid back then. Okay. I was really stupid back then. I went through that whole phase where I'm making money, and what good is that unless you're spending it? I went through that phase. And then I got a little older and I realized that saving money is important too. And then I got a little older from there and realized that maybe the money I'm saving should also work for me. So then I started putting money to work for me instead of just saving it. And, you know, then that snowballed over the last 2 decades. But yeah, there was a time where I was just like, hey man, I just got my paycheck. It's time to spend 98% of this right now. And back in those days, yeah, I paid to win and conquer online. I don't do that anymore. No. You should play the Walking Dead game. Rick Grimes is the main character. The Walking Dead game? Are you talking about the Telltale thing? I didn't think Rick Grimes was in that. Unless you're talking about a different game. I don't know of any other Walking Dead game. I'm not up to date on that. Your favorite city builder game? Starlight asks. Yeah, I would say Workers is probably my favorite city builder. Second to that, yeah, the first City Skylines probably would be my second to that. I like how the traffic systems and stuff work. I like how flexible the roads and the road systems and stuff are in that. Yeah, I guess so. 7 Days to Die will be full release this year, so that's crazy. That thing's actually getting released, huh? Cool. I played that for a little while too. That's more of a Twitch thing. There might be a video or two on YouTube with me playing 7 Days. It's real old though. It's got to be old. Yeah, I haven't played it in years, but yeah. For a joke, AMA, how long has it been since you had to put up with me? Do you remember that? I remember putting up with you. I still do. Just not as often anymore. Jazz is real OG. Jazz has been here. Jazz is like fall of 2016 OG. Like summer of 2016 OG. Been putting up with her for a while. A lot of help though. Yeah. She's worth the trade-off. MMOs are also for people who are sick and can't work. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, like that's what I said. If they're for people who have free time, is what I said. Yeah. I don't have a lot of free time. I don't have free time unless I make the free time. And whenever I make the free time, I feel guilty. I make free time and then I'm like, you know, you could be making content right now. And my brain just, I have a hard time enjoying it, you know? Because I could be making content right now. So any free time I do have, I usually just spend it with my kids because then it's a different trade-off. It's like, you could be making content right now. Yeah, but you're with your kid. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that is better. And then I just do that. But like alone free time playing games is just not something I do anymore. I unless I'm testing something. If I'm testing something for content, maybe. The last time I played something that wasn't really for content was just playing Star Citizen. You know, I was just playing it for fun. And even then, I wanted to stream it. I was pushing it on Twitch, and I have a few streams of Star Citizen here on YouTube as well. Same thing with Elite Dangerous. I tried that out too. You know, those both have pros and cons. I preferred Star Citizen for its approach better, but still, like that's like the last time I did it for just me. I did No Man's Sky for a while too. That was a lot of fun. Those really big RPGs type games, yeah. Charlie, you're not stupid and silly. I was. That's what I'm saying. I was. Sometimes people get educated through school. Sometimes people get educated from the streets. Sometimes people get educated from their own mistakes. They learn the hard way. I got a mixture of all those things, right? And I'm still learning every day. You can see if you go to my Twitter profile or X profile, whatever, you'll see it. Life as a student, you know? That's what I try to do. I try to live life as a student as best as I can. You know, I'll try to, you know, I'll try to share the information that I'm confident I know. Sometimes I'll share information that I think I know, and then I'm proven wrong, and that's fine. But for the most part, I'm just trying to engage and learn as much as I can. So yeah. Iron Spotty Gaming, thanks for joining the Hat Hut. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I don't have like big flashy alerts for members today because I chose a different thing. I probably though could do that. Probably could get that back. All I have to do is go to Stream Elements and find my overlay and put the right one in there. I think I'm good. I think we don't need the little new subscriber pop-up anymore because kind of went through that already, right? So if I go copy URL and then I just come over here and I go like this, and that'll put the right one in now. So let's test it. Let's test it. We're gonna go like this. Yeah, it works now. I got different alerts now. It works. We're good. Now I should have new member alerts. Sorry, Iron Spotty, you got in just a little too early on that. You should cancel and redo it. I don't think YouTube lets you do that. Like, not right away. I think it's like if you were to cancel, then you would still have the benefits until the end of the month, right? Like, it's not refunded. It's just it expires later, right? That kind of thing. Yeah. Man, 50 more since we've been sitting here. No, that's 60 more, right? We started the stream. I think I had like 20 to go. That's 70 since we've been here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was growing. We have been growing at about 20 subs an hour. That's how it's been for the last couple days. At its peak, we were doing almost 40 an hour, which is freaking insane. So thank you so much. That's really means a lot to me. It's just trying to make some cool stuff. That's it. Hopefully people are having fun. Give you guys an escape, you know? I mean, I need escapes. I need escapes from real life all the time. I think especially a lot of the stuff that's going on. This is an election year, okay? Trust me. You're going to want to escape. Hopefully I can provide a suitable one for you for at least for at least an hour or so a day. Really enjoying the Manalord series. Thanks, Ollie. Appreciate you. Man, I've actually reached the end. I can do this now. Oh yeah, bring it right up there. Age of Empires 4 or the older Empires are nice. I played 1 and 2. I think I played 3 as well. Age of Empires 3, that was like, it's more colonial, wasn't it? Is that the one where they came over in ships? It was like, I don't know, like the 1700s kind of thing, right? Am I messing that up? Seems like they brought it. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Or at least the story part of it was. That and Settlers. Settlers was cool. Settlers is like a sleeper for me because I had never heard of it. And then a friend of mine from high school introduced me to like the original Settlers game, like real old retro. And I was like, this has some depth and some challenge, you know? And then I started getting into like the little more modern ones, which, you know, have updated 3D graphics and things like that. And it was pretty cool. I liked that one a lot. It was basically Banished though. So, I mean, you might as well just play Banished. I am going to poke Frank forever. I'm just going to... with the stick from the yard, just poking him right in the ribs all the time. It's unbelievable. It's been almost 7 years. The first Kerbal Space Program series got me. It's been almost 8 years for me. But yeah, if you've been following me for 7 years, just like, I don't have my hat here. Hat tip for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Banished is the game though. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can't actually argue with him, you know, because that was one of those conversations where I was really fighting you on it, like internally. But like, I can't. I don't have a position that properly refutes your points. It's just like, like, no, it's not banished. It's not. Right? It's not. Grr. It's been 7 years for you too, Ian. Cool, cool. Firewolf's been here for a while. Oh yeah, man. Firewolf's been here for a while. That and Twitch too. I think I remember you first from Twitch though, right? I think so. I'm probably wrong on that. I remember your soldiers in XCOM, and oh, those are the days, man, when we can play XCOM every day. Those were the days. Heck yeah, man. Farthest Frontier is a good game. That was the game. When I think about games that I should have played that I didn't play, Farthest Frontier always pops up in my head. It was the game that I looked at. I said, that's awesome. I said, I need to play that. And then it just never happened. I just never got my hands on it. I don't even own the game. It's not even in my library. I never got my hands on it. I never went for it. And it's just like, it's not the one that got away. It's just one of the ones that got away. And that's fine. You know, I can't play every game, so it's fine. You know, I'll cover some other stuff, which I did. I covered other things instead. But yeah, Farthest Frontier looks pretty good. You know, looks pretty good. I mean, you could play it now. I could, yeah. It just wouldn't have the same punch as it would have, you know, near full release. You know, it doesn't have the same punch. But yeah, I could. If this year wasn't so full of new releases that are awesome, it would be totally one of those things I'd fall back on. Like if I have a gap in my schedule where I just like, okay, I only have one game going on, and like I've got 4 weeks or 3 weeks until that thing comes out. So like when I'm structuring my schedule and laying it all out for myself on like what I'm gonna play and when, if there's a gap, Farthest Frontier can just pop right in there. Right? That's what Big Ambitions is doing. Big Ambitions is filling a gap. I had this time budgeted for IFZ. Like, Big Ambitions is filling a gap for me. Like, I wanted to play Big Ambitions. I knew about the updates. I voiced the update video, right, for the game. So like, I know the update's coming, and I planned to play it, but I didn't plan to play it yet. This was supposed to be IFZ time, and so I just jumped the gun and decided to play it now anyway. And that's still fine, right? It's like when you're thinking about what kind of content I want to make, it's not always up to me on the timings. And Farthest Frontier was one that just I missed, and I can bring it in later. You know, if need be, I can bring it in later. I found you through KSP. Really enjoyed the streams and the music subs during the stream. Yeah. I mean, way back when we were streaming KSP, and originally we had song requests. Back before the music companies got really anal about us playing their music on our streams. Those were the days, man. The ATS days where we can chill and drive, have a cool conversation and talk to each other while driving down the highway, and like all of your song requests were playing in my ear, and like 95% of those songs were good, and then every once in a while Barbie Girl would be on, and I'd be like, really guys, is this what you want? And then the chicken song would play, and I'd be like, okay, haha, very funny. Somebody skipped the game. Somebody skipped the song, and then everyone would see how annoyed I was by it, so they would keep requesting it. Those were the days, all right? Those were the greatest days. Yeah. Definitely from Twitch, I believe. I still have your Christmas card. Hey! Good. You know, you might be surprised, Firewolf, but I only got one other person that confirmed they received the card. I sent out Christmas cards. Only one other person confirmed that they actually got it. So hey, it did reach you. Good. Or maybe it was you that confirmed it before. I don't remember. I remember somebody confirming it, and I went, okay, good, it worked. But good. I'm glad you still got it. It's nice. How old's my baby now? I have an almost 9-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. I say almost. It's not that close, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they're getting there. My son turns 9 in August, and my baby girl turns 2 in September. Yep. Yeah, Aiden's almost 9. He's getting there. It's a thing. All right. Wow. I'm old. I'm feeling old now. My God. The thing, he was 1. He was not. Yeah, he was not even 1 yet. Yeah, he wasn't even 1 yet when I started gaming on YouTube. The kid was 6 months old. Six? No. I'm bad at math. 8 months old when I started making videos, and now he's almost 9. It's insane. Jeez. Remember him having on stream of the space game? Do you remember him sitting in my seat? I went to the bathroom. He'd sit in my seat and he was just like talking to you, or talking to you guys on the stream all alone. He's just taking the show solo. I forget. He's like 3 or 4 years old. I forget, but he just takes the show solo. I was like, he could just do this. It's great. I've been here for 2 hours already. I love it. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun. Like sometimes streams, you don't need games. You know, sometimes it's good to just unwind and just talk. You know, it's not for everybody. There's a lot of people that'll leave. They'll be like, wow, he's not playing anything. I'm out of here. That's fine. You know, it's not for everybody. But for the people it is for, I'm here. Let's do it. Let's talk. As soon as she wakes up from her nap, though, if you're just joining us, this stream is taking place in the gap of time that I have today. I watch my daughter full time, basically. My full time job is watching my daughter. I guess my son too once he's out of school. My only full days of work that I have are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then I get half of Saturday and like a couple hours on Sunday. That's my work week. The only other times I get to work and make videos is when, like Monday, Thursday, Friday, is when my daughter's sleeping. And then after we've gone through dinner and we've gone through the whole bedtime routine and she's in bed, then I can either choose, do I spend time with my wife and my son? You know, he's usually going to bed at 9:30 anyway. But, you know, do I spend time with my wife? Do I just chill and watch a TV show? Or do I get some work done? And 2/3 of the time, it's get some work done. But my wife and I, we have shows we watch together too. So there's that. We don't actually have one we're watching together now. But I've started watching some of my own. Fallout, that new Fallout show on Amazon. I started watching that. I finished number 3 yesterday. So I watch things really slow now. It's faster when my daughter's around because like I can watch shows while I'm watching her, kind of. But to really get a good experience and to really just focus on a show and just experience it the way it was made, the way it was meant to be experienced anyway. Yeah, I need them to be asleep. And Fallout, I can't watch when my kid's awake, so I don't watch. Like, I have to watch that when they're asleep, so whatever. There are just certain shows you can't watch when your kids are awake. Altered Carbon was another one that I've recently finished. Also a show you can't watch with your kids awake. Hey, Joel, aka Robo, aka Diefall. What's up, man? I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. This has been it's been an adventure. Guys, Robo's in the chat. That's Diefall right there. He's awesome. I'm just giving you game recommendations. Perhaps some of my suggestions might come to good use. Again, leave them in Discord. I'm not gonna be able to like memorize everything you've got in the live chat. So like we have a games forum on Discord for that reason. So just follow the format and put it there. If you have ideas, they're there. Wake up! So angry. So angry. Gosh. This is a song that's in Big Ambitions. This is Big Ambitions Radio. If you're wondering where this music's coming from, I'm literally in the game. Like I'm in Big Ambitions. That's the background, the speakers and the TV and everything. We're just listening to Big Ambitions Radio right now. Yeah. Hey, Games appreciate you. I butchered that name hard, didn't I? Wow. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. Fallout's great. Yeah. The show's pretty good so far. I think they're staying pretty true to the kind of, keeping it pretty true to the vibe of Fallout. It's not really following any specific story from the games, I don't think. But then again, my only Fallout experience, I have very limited Fallout experience. Fallout 4 is the only Fallout I've ever played. So I don't know. The original Fallout and Fallout 2, they're really dated, right? And then I know a lot of people love, Fallout New Vegas, right? A lot of people like those, like that one. Some people have it like the most played game is Fallout New Vegas. I never experienced it, but no. Hey, Hullabaloo. Not Hullabaloo. Hullaboo. Started watching your vids on Big Ambitions. It's massive notice. And it was a massive notice how good the music is in it. Yeah, they've expanded the soundtrack recently and stuff too. But yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of these songs sound like something you'd hear on the radio. A lot of these songs are just like, yeah, no, I swear I've heard that driving my car down the road, but you haven't. They're not. They sound similar, but they're not that. It's cool the way they've done it. Yeah. Should watch the new Walking Dead show. Rip Grimes are back. Yeah, I never finished The Walking Dead. I think through season 5. This is as far as I got. Maybe that'll be something that my wife and I watch together. Every time my wife and I start a show, it's really hard for us to get through it. Because I'm a binger and she's the exact opposite. She's a one-a-day person. You know the types. Like I could watch 3 in one sitting and think it's not a big deal. She watches 3 in one sitting and she's just like, wow, I've wasted my time and that's a long time. I'm tired. I don't want to watch it anymore. She'll never get there. She'll never get there. So to like start an adventure in a show that has like 8 seasons, it's tough to do. It's a tough thing to do. We almost got through The Good Doctor. That's a good show. That's a really good show. If you like medical dramas and that kind of thing, but you want something with a bit of a different flavor to it, bit of a different vibe, flow, The Good Doctor is a good show. Never finished it because we just didn't. I liked New Amsterdam. I thought that was an interesting one too. My wife and I are into medical dramas. That happens a lot. I think it's because I'm like I like House MD so much that other shows that are similar in that theme, I just gravitated toward them. And she was into Grey's Anatomy for a while, but that show goes on forever. So there was no chance that she was going to finish that one. The Good Doctor is survival. The Good Doctor, it's a show. It's not a game. It's a show. It's a medical drama. It's about a guy with autism who is just really good at like visualizing and coming up with diagnoses to treat patients. So it's a good show. That's all I have to say about it. Give it a shot if you can, or if you want to. You'll see it on Hulu. Yeah, that's where we saw it, was Hulu. But our Hulu subscription ran out. We were on a free trial. I was like, let's see how far we can go on our free trial. We got like a few seasons done. She was motivated to watch more than one a night because it was a free trial. But afterwards, I was like, I don't really want to pay for Hulu. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to either. We're like, okay, we're not going to pay for it then. We're cheap that way. We don't have the money for Hulu. Who the hell has money for all these different streaming services? So my wife started editing adult content as a side job. That is a very interesting side job. So your wife started editing adult content as a side job. We had to make her a private office. Yeah, you can't do it when the kids are around. I agree. It's probably not something you could do with your kids around. You're gonna have a whole lot of questions. Wear good earphones. Not the ones that bleed. You can't have any sound bleeding out of the side of those things. Yeah. Put a lock on the door. Mentalist might be good for you too. Yeah, I think I went through a season of that a while back. It's been a while, so I don't remember most of it. But yeah, I remember the Mentalist a little bit. Another show that like snuck up on me. This is older, right? I remember older shows, not so much newer ones. But another one that I thought was really cool while I was in college is Lie to Me. If you haven't tried that one, that one's good. Not really a medical thing per se, but it does kind of. It's this guy that can. He's like a human lie detector. He has an in-depth understanding of micro expressions, and he can tell when you're hiding something. And that's one of those types of things. It's cool. And the actor's brilliant. The guy who plays it he does it so well. So yeah. Hulu doesn't exist in the UK. Then whatever streaming platform has it in your area. Then I don't know. I didn't realize Hulu was not in the UK. That's weird. Yeah, that's all. That's odd. Too bad they canceled it. Yeah. It was good. It was good until they canceled it. Yeah. I'm getting texted that my daughter's awake, and my wife's like, "I'm in a meeting, and your daughter's crying." So that would be the end of our day today. That would be the end of our stream today. But I had a wonderful time chatting with you guys. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure really quick that she can handle it for a couple minutes in her crib. Okay, it's fine. I want to make sure I got all of the questions from the community tab, because I want to make sure I got all those done. Let's see. My question is, are you planning on making a game of your own? Well, that would be the Discord thing. No, I honestly have not thought about making my own game. I don't even know what I would do with my own game. I've had certain games that I've wanted made, but unfortunately the types of games that I've wanted made are owned by people that I don't want them to be made by. But one good example of that would be, I really want an in-depth, like highly deeply simulated economic city builder, colony builder with defensive elements that takes place in the Star Wars universe. I want a Star Wars city builder. I want to be able to choose a side with it too, right? Like play both sides of that whole engagement. Come up with, like, build colonies, shuttle resources back and forth, and just really have a really cool Star Wars themed city builder. I think would be great. Unfortunately, it would probably have to be published by EA. So I want that, but I don't want the people who own it to make it. I'd love that. That'd be cool. Like designing your own, have the dark side would have like a Death Star thing, and it would be like Ixion, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but like each side has their own planetary bases, right? I think that'd be really cool as one example. But no, I haven't really given a whole lot of time to making my own game, because I don't have the technical skill to do it, and I haven't really given a thought to timing it or anything like that. So the time to think about it. But definitely join Discord if you want to talk more. You can definitely talk there. I'm there semi-regularly, especially you members. If you became a member today, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You have VIP access in the Discord. If you went at the Hat House tier or higher, you also now have access to all of my videos early as well. And that includes up to episode 10 of Big Ambitions, if you're into that. Like, up to 10 is done now. It's ready to go, ready to watch. I think it is, unless I didn't upload it this morning. I know 9 is done. Did I upload 10? Let's say, oh, almost showed it. My screen's my screen. You guys can see my screen. Yeah, so 10 will be uploaded now. I didn't upload it. So 10 will be uploaded now, and it'll have up to 10 today. But, you have 149 of Workers and Resources already. You have Bannerlords 10 already. You have all the way to Big Ambitions 10. Yeah, you guys get early access to my videos and stuff, so check that out. If you're a member now at Hat House or higher, or you're a patron, you can check that out too. It's there. It's right through Discord. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I gotta go get my daughter. It's been a blast. It's been awesome. And I mean, we 60 over the mark. That's fast. So I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you around next videos and stuff.